Good evening to all of you, and thank you for joining us on 13 Plus. I'm Mary Coleman. Tonight we want to revisit a cold case. Now, this is fairly fresh. A beautiful, talented young girl from Tucson gone too soon, but no answers as to what exactly happened the night that she died. And now her family is hoping for any answers that they can get. That's today's story in our crime files. Alaya De La Rosa Dro was born and raised in Tucson. In high school, she played softball, was in honor society, and even graduated salutatorian. She went to the U of A for a bit and furthered her career elsewhere, graduating with a mathematics degree. But her true passion was in cybersecurity, and that took her to the armed forces.
She tested really high, and they were like, okay, you can have the job you want. We won't even assign you anything else. And that's what she did. She got in and was doing cybersecurity, and she got stationed at Hill Air Force Base and was so excited.
So the 29-year-old moved to Ogden, Utah, where she had been living since July 2023. The night of September 2nd, Alaya and some of her friends, including an airman stationed at a different base, decided to go out for a good time. They then decided to head back to the apartment of one of the friends she was stationed with.
Alaya and another airman went out on the balcony to have a private conversation, closed the sliding glass doors. The others say they were out there for maybe 10 minutes and they heard nothing. The blinds were open and the blinds were stacked. You know, those hanging blinds, they'll stack on one end. So everybody in the apartment says they were standing behind that at the same end of the balcony. And after about 10 minutes, the airman that was out on the balcony with her came inside and had told people that Alaya had fallen.
And sadly, Alaya lost her life due to her injuries. But what's frustrating to the family is they feel there's no real explanation.
The DA says if it was an accident or if it was malicious, there's no evidence. A forensics team did determine that she did not jump off. Because on her descent down, she hit the balcony underneath, and that one sits inward more. So she went in a swaying motion underneath.
The Dro family tells me Alaya was in a great mental state. I asked them about Alaya's relationship with the man she was on the balcony with, the only person alive who knows what happened that night.
They met in tech school. I don't know from his perspective what the relationship was, but from her perspective, I know that that she cared about him and she was interested in a relationship. Alaya was 5'2". The railing is almost 5 foot. How does somebody get to the other side of the railing with nobody noticing?
I reached out to both Hill Air Force Base and the Ogden Police Department multiple times as we worked to put this story together. Hill told me they are only there to support the investigation being done by the Ogden Police Department. I asked for an interview with Ogden Police and was told they would not speak with us on camera and only released the following statement that reads in part, "Subsequent to a review conducted by the Ogden Investigations Bureau and further screening by the Weber County Attorney's Office, no compelling evidence has emerged to warrant charges at present. This case has been closed by the Ogden City Police Department." Closed to them, but no closure for Alaya's family.
It's still undecided on her death certificate. They haven't really given us anything.
And now the Dro family is pleading for help in any form.
The biggest thing is just getting the information out there. I mean, anything and everything at this point, we feel like, we're reaching, but again, we're doing everything to keep Mija's name alive, and she deserves that.
Now, the Dro family tells me the support from the Tucson community that they received after this incident has been overwhelming and truly helping them through this difficult time. If you have any information about what may have happened to Alaya that night, you are asked to reach out to Ogden City officials. Now, we do want to switch gears now and bring in Chief Meteorologist Aaron Christensen for a check of our weather this evening. Aaron, lots of eyes on that weather. It's been a bit of up and down, but are things changing?
Well, the wind is going to stick around again tomorrow. Not terribly strong, no wind advisory, but it is a sign that changes in the air. And we do have some rain, some cooler air that will move in just beyond that. So let's give everyone a look at the storm system that we're tracking, because it is starting to inch closer and closer to us. In fact, this trough and its area of low pressure that it's carrying, the low will eventually kind of cut itself off from that trough, from the jet stream, and become what we call a cutoff low. Those cutoff lows have a tendency to just sit and spin in one spot for an extended period of time. So this storm is going to bring us a few opportunities for rain. This is our first alert future radar tomorrow, right around 5 p.m. You see some spotty showers for southern Arizona, a little bit of snow for the high country. This takes us through Friday, 5 p.m., and you can see that's really the day that our radar kind of lights up there across the state. Much more widespread rain and some snow to the north, and that area of low pressure still kind of hovering around Arizona as we head through the course of the weekend. So the change you'll notice tomorrow, not so much with the wind, it'll still be sticking around, but an increase in cloud cover, decrease in temps, and that slim 20% chance for rain. Here's how we get there: 10% by 3 p.m. and 4, and then by 5, 6, 7, it jumps to a 20% chance. So that's an 80% chance you won't need the umbrella. Now, Friday, on the other hand, 50-50 chance of needing the umbrella in Tucson, Oro Valley, Benson, Tombstone, Sierra Vista, 60% chance for Wilcox, and 40 in the Nogales area. So the focus really of this 4-day time frame where we will have this cutoff low meandering by would be Friday, no doubt. A running total, though, of how much rain we could potentially see here across eastern Pima County from tomorrow morning all the way through Sunday night, close to 3/4 of an inch for Wilcox into Tucson, just under 1/2 inch Nogales, as well as 1/2 inch Sierra Vista, and over an inch in the Safford area. Also adding to that, the snow potential. Not a lot for Mount Lemmon, anywhere from 1 to 3 inches worth of snow. Hannigan Meadow, another foot of snow there. 4 inches for Show Low, 2 for Winslow, and another 2 inches for the Grand Canyon. So National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory, but notice you don't see that across southern Arizona or most of our viewing area. Far northern Graham, northern Greenlee, up through the White Mountains, places like Hannigan Meadow, into Eager, White River, Show Low, Pine Top, Lakeside, Sibique, those areas will be under the winter weather advisory, meaning significant snowfall expected above 6,500 feet. So tricky travel for you there. That goes into effect 5 o'clock tomorrow evening, and then we'll continue through Friday. So here are the numbers that you'd want to check if you are headed in that direction. You want to check on road conditions before you make the drive. For Arizona roads, a very simple 511, or that number for Pima County roads if you're thinking about heading up, say, Catalina Highway. Your 7-day forecast, though, does show that Friday, the wettest day of the stretch, will be the coolest, with a high of just 62. The warmest, well, Mary, that'll be a week from today with 77 degrees.
I like to see that.
I know you do.
Thanks, Aaron.
You bet.
Appreciate it. Well, we will leave you with a live look of the Tucson area this evening. That sunset looking absolutely beautiful. I know a lot of you were joining us this evening because you saw the headline that we were speaking to the family of a Tucson girl who lost her life. You can find that story if you weren't able to join us here live. That is on our website. Go to KOLD.com, and there is a Crime Files tab at the top of our page that you can pull that video down. We have that full story on our website. We hope you're having a great evening, and we hope you will join us for 13 News Live at 10 for more of your news and weather. Talk soon.